Alex Mercer wasn't just ahead of his time, he was what came after the end. In an era full of heroes with codependent trauma arcs and villains trying to win sympathy points, Mercer didn't talk. He just tore through the streets in a hoodie and let the carnage speak for itself. Prototype didn't ask what you would do with power. It asked what you'd do with power if there was no rules and no one left to stop you. So today, we're asking one very specific question. Why was Alex Mercer ahead of his time?
Oh my God, he's here. He's in the building.
I know.
You don't wake up, you reappear. A virus in a hoodie with no memory and too much horsepower. You awaken on a morgue slab in Manhattan, not as the man you once were, but as something new. A viral entity, forged from Alex Mercer's memories and form, with no recollection of your past and overwhelming power surging through you. Minutes later, you're sprinting up buildings, punching tanks off bridges, and shapeshifting into the guy you just dismembered. There's a tutorial, sure, but it teaches you by letting you throw a tank at a helicopter and walking away like that's normal. It's not a power fantasy, it's a power rejection letter to every slow burn RPG in the genre. Other games make you work for greatness. Prototype lets you horrify your way there. Prototype doesn't punish you for being a monster, it rewards you. Most games give you a morality meter. Prototype gives you a crowd of civilians and asks, so who's for lunch? You can absorb an old man mid-conversation, wear his face, and stroll into a restricted zone like it's casual Friday, then blow up everything inside 5 seconds later, and do it again and again. There's no narrative slap on the wrist, no sad violin music, and the game doesn't just let you dehumanize people, it makes it mechanically optimal. And every time you absorb someone, you don't just take their face, you take their memories, their guilt, their fear, their piece of the puzzle. It's how Prototype builds its narrative, through stolen moments and bleeding secrets stitched into Mercer's brain. Games were starting to question morality. Mercer just deleted it. 2009 was the year everyone was trying to get philosophical. Nico Bellic from GTA 4 had trauma. Cole McGrath from Infamous had choices, and Kratos from God of War was starting to feel kinda bad. Alex Mercer, he absorbed an entire crowd and used their DNA to fuel a biomass explosion, and then kept walking. He didn't fit the mold, not because he was trying to break it, but because he didn't know it existed. And when players realized the game didn't punish them for anything, no morality bar, no narrative guilt, it forced a question. Are you still the protagonist, or just the biggest monster on the map? This wasn't accidental, it was designed detachment. Radical Entertainment didn't trip into this, they engineered it. Early storyboards showed Mercer ending everything, burning it all down, and becoming the apocalypse. The version we got, just as cold, just quieter. Even the world design reflects it. Manhattan isn't a vibrant playground, it's a petri dish. Side missions feel sterile, civilians blend together, buildings stretch upward but feel hollow. This isn't an open world, it's a crumbling simulation, and you're the virus learning how to walk upright. The more powerful you get, the less human the world feels. And that's because it's not a world to be saved, it's a world already lost. And in the end, Mercer sacrifices himself to stop the Supreme Hunter. It's not redemption, but it's resolution. Not a hero's choice, but a final one. And like everything else in Prototype, it's brutal, sudden, and silent. Time didn't forget Mercer, it just stopped trying to copy him. Replaying Prototype now is like finding a VHS tape that still kicks your teeth in. It's janky, it's wild, the camera hates you, the AI is built like a toaster. But the feeling, that feeling is still here. The sound design, the way Mercer moves, the horror of your own hands turning into bone blades and tendrils. There's no power creep because you are the creep. And no game since has had the nerve to replicate that. Not as clean nostalgia, not as a reboot, just silence. Because replicating Mercer means looking at your audience in the eye and saying, you're not here to be the hero, you're here to erase the board.
I looked for the truth. Found it. Didn't like it. Wish the hell I could forget it. Alex Mercer. The city suffered for his mistakes. For what he did at Penn Station.
He didn't evolve, he was evolution. Alex Mercer didn't vanish because he failed. He vanished because no one else wanted to follow him. He wasn't designed to grow, he was the final form. In the end, Mercer was never asking to be remembered, and that's why he still is. If this breakdown hit or made you rethink something you haven't touched in years, like, subscribe, or drop a comment. Any one of them helps bring more content like this to you, and it helps with the algorithm. Got a theory? Question? Tell me what you want to see next. It's not just a channel, it's a community, and you help shape where it goes from here.